Hello and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. When we last left off, we had begun the undertaking of the Ferris wheel. The control, which is here. There we go. So we finished that. We did most of the trim. Let's continue on with the trim. Been trying to get videos recorded and uploaded earlier in the day than I had been. Um, it can be a little bit on the challenging side. Uh, Primarily because it takes so long for, like, it doesn't take long for the editing process. That's the funny thing, like, because I do very little editing to begin with. The thing that takes forever is because these videos are about an hour long, it takes a half an hour just to render them. And because it takes a half an hour to render the videos, let's come on to I tend to go away and do something else and then forget that's what I was doing. Which is a little unfortunate. But it happens. But I've been trying to be super diligent about it lately. I have a batch up now that I just have to, like, edit the information for. Okay, there we have the clean the pole. I know I said I was going to potentially go and do a few of the extras for the sake of grabbing a little bit more money, but I changed my mind on that. It's the top of the post. Of course not. Why would you be able to do that? Oh, okay, that counts as the post. I thought that counted as the rail. Yeah, I've been trying to be a little more diligent about that, and I did try to consider, oh, that was just two separate thoughts all by themselves. I thought I was going to do a little bit extra on the side to, for the sake of, getting a little bit more money so I can get the attachments for, for this particular washer. But I opted against it, and I opted against it mostly because I try to keep as much on camera as possible. Without, like, doing any third. There we go. In the outside of these rails. I don't want to take on extra needlessly. It's very easy to do that. Oh, it's actually just not clean. Okay. Then we have... Yeah, get up there. There we go. I thought I had finished that one. Okay. But I try to keep as much on camera as possible, predominantly because I think it's... I don't know if there are cheats for this game. I don't. I've never looked. I've never bothered to. And I know... Cat paws. I know that, like, there is a level of proof that you know you've done something before because it would show up. But yeah, I figured maybe it would be a good idea to just not. And I know I don't have to justify it, but like, still. I know I said I would. I know I said I was gonna do it, but I changed my mind in the end. Mm, so that just means that we are going to have to come by that 3,000 a little more honestly. A little more, I don't want to say honestly, because I'm doing it honestly regardless, but... So honestly is probably a really bad word for it. But I guess maybe that, might be a good question for today. What is your favorite video game cheat code? Uh, are you a fan of the classic Konami code? Are you a fan of something else? What's your favorite cheat code? This is like, I'm not above using cheat codes. Predominantly because, I mean, for the most part, if you're just playing for your own personal enjoyment, it doesn't matter. Now, if you play The Sims a lot, you know, you're familiar with The Sims. You probably know the ye old motherload cheat, and I don't know if they still use ka-ching in the game, but there's ka-ching, and there's motherload, and then there's oh oh no, I think they do still use ka-ching. I think it's Rosebud they got rid of. And if that all sounds foreign to you, fear not. The Sims, which has been around for quite a while now, and SimCity before it, has been using a pretty similar set of cheat codes for eons. Because you have a lot of the same team working on the games who worked on the original, the games before Sim games started coming out. Back when it was still just SimCity. Got stuck there. So you have a lot of people who because they've worked on those games, they just kind of ported a lot of that over. Um, and they kind of just became household cheats. And of course, like a lot of cheats were just dev tools originally. That's why they're like that. Uh, but yeah. There we go. Yeah. Uh, yeah. A lot of the cheats are dev tools originally. So you have a lot of them that are like, really weird, and you know, then you have the cheats like the Konami code, which has become so ubiquitous that it is. If you go into Google, I don't personally use Google for the most part, but if you go on Google and you use the Konami code, which is up, up, down, down, left, right, A, uh, you will absolutely get it to do something. And I'm actually serious. Google will do something. I think there's actually a list of websites that do use the Konami code. Um, and I think one of them was like uh, a makeup brand. I think like Revlon or something used it at some point. But I don't know a ton about makeup, so there we go. Cleaning the outside of the fence here. There we go. So we got all of the fencing done. Now we're gonna do the floor. Um, uh, I just thought about it. I know there's the head for this one, the three heads. I think that's one that you don't unlock until technically after you finish the game. Because I think you get it at like the last area, which is fine. I imagine it would probably make life easier if you got it before that, but clean that off because it's in the way. Make sure we're getting underneath. Including for the floor. And we keep moving. But I think we have enough to buy like the first extension pole, which I don't know if I'm gonna do. Again, I want to wait and be able to kind of get all of them. We're almost at 40%. Oh, nope, nope, no, nope, not looking good for the music, mate. Alright. Which is rather a shame. kind of looking forward to the music. No, the rave generator's a goner. So sorry, mate. It's alright. Things happen. Hope you get your rave generator up and running again. I've actually never been to a rave. Though, I suppose if you met me in person, that wouldn't be terribly shocking. I am not. I don't exactly. There's nothing about me that really screams, this person goes to a rave, goes to raves. Oh, yep. And I think now we start taking on that post is clean. That post is clean. That post is clean. That one's good. That one's good. Okay. I think now we start taking on the bottom of like these. But yeah, no, if you saw me out in the wild, you would not expect somebody like me to have gone to a rave. I don't look like the kind of person who's ever been to a rave. Um, which isn't to say that like ravers have a look to them, because, you know, how you look in your day-to-day life isn't necessarily how you look in like the corporate world. But I do not exude the energy of someone who's ever been to a rave. I don't even exude the energy of a person who's ever been to a house party. And I've never done that either. I am, for all intents and purposes, actually kind of boring. And I say that with all the love in my heart. I am terribly boring. I'm a homebody. Like, going out is not something I enjoy. I don't go to the bar, I don't go to the club. Even if even like before the pandemic, I wasn't doing these things. Because honestly, I would really rather be home watching really silly nonsense on YouTube. That's a good evening for me. And it'll be stuff like, not like deep dives or anything, though occasionally I do watch like videos like that. But for the most part, it's stuff like videos of people driving around cities. You know, like, there's a YouTuber called J Utah, who just does videos of driving around various cities around the world. Like, there are a fair number of uh, videos in New York. There are a fair number of videos in like LA and San Francisco. Um, there we go. But for the most part, they tend to be, you know, big cities. And I will occasionally find, you know, some smaller cities and watch those as well. But yeah, no, that plus like a cup of tea. That's a good evening. That's what I mean by I'm boring. Yep. Okay. We'll do this one. And then we'll do the other side. I want to do it a lot like I did the Helter Skelter. get as much on the lower levels as I can, and then move up. But unlike the Helter Skelter, there's also the issue of the pods. Oh, it's corrosion. Okay. Oh, wait. Flaky paint? Okay. Thought it was corrosion. Like... And then I thought for a second, well, no, maybe it's copper, and then, you know, no, you wouldn't build a giant structure out of copper like that. Again, I know I've played this before, but it has also, to restate, been about a year, so... There we go. We got some lights. And we got some cleaning action going on. Get rid of all the flaky paint. We don't want flaky paint. And then we'll go around and we'll do these two. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is clean as far up on these as I can go. You do get some decent coverage. Pretty high up. But you do also get to a point where it's like, it no longer, I don't like that chugging. So the game kind of nopes out on you. Get that. Instead of like hopping between the A-frames and the central support. That's about where we're gonna get for that. You seem to get a little higher on the sides, which is good, which is nice. And I wonder why that is. Like, I'm not mad at it, but I am curious about it. There we go. There we go. So, it is, as of me recording this, the end of August, and yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, I believe it was yesterday. Yesterday, the pumpkin spice latte went back on the menu. If that is something you celebrate, happy pumpkin spice latte season. If you are not observant, I hope Thursday was good. I personally am not observant. I've had a pumpkin spice latte. It was okay. Like, I get it, but also, not my cup of tea. We won't get into the political happenings that happened as of recording yesterday. Not because I believe in political neutrality, but because that's not a conversation I want to have. Okay. Let's get the side of things. See how far up we get for that. And then we'll start in on uh on the pods. Because we've been going for a surprisingly long time now. Let's see. That's pretty high up. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna have to switch to one of the others though. Let's move on to the pods. And remember to get the bottoms. There we go. Because the game will be surprisingly fussy if you don't clean the bottoms. And then we'll have to, like, pulse the cars so that we can get... Well, that's concerning. I don't think I ever noticed that. Like... The ambiance and atmosphere of this game makes it feel vaguely horror. What is that? Milkshake. Lovely. Oh. There we go. I missed some stuff, so we're gonna... Yeah, okay. That's better. And of course the beams have to be cleaned as well. Didn't like that. Hmm. Okay. Odd frame. I have to clean that from the outside as well. Um, mm, no, come now. There we go. What am I missing? Those frames are separate. Okay. We move on to This car. Yeah, I have questions about that handprint that I know I'm not getting answers to. I'll have to pull each of the cars down individually. And then we'll move on from there. I know there's a fair number of cars, but I feel like it's necessary. Or we could, just jump completely over where I was trying to land. There we go. That's the car. Might not be a terrible idea to get this down here while I'm down. While it's down here, I wish I could run these backwards. There we go. Here. We'll get that while we're down here. But realistically, it would make life so much easier. There we go. Get as much as this as possible. Because it means ultimately not having to worry about, like, going through the rigmarole of doing some of this stuff. And if I can cut down some of the cleaning time, that'd be great. Right. I'll clean some of that while we're under there. I love how it eats through the rust, though. Expensive, but worth every penny. Because it eats through so much so well. Oh, cool. There we go. Cool. And I need to get up here. Okay. Well, that being getting clean. Okay. Let's move the next car forward. Stop that there. So we do still have to clean underneath. And that one's particularly filthy. Like, this car is actually really dirty. compared to the rest of them anyway. There we go. Clean, there you go. Clean that's the spoke. Clean as much of the outside as clean as much as we can before we actually step foot in the car. Finish cleaning the outside of the car, of course. And then we can take on the inside. And you know what? I've actually been thinking, I think I've mentioned this before, but I have not been to, like, a fair, like a proper fair in years. I went to a mini fair at the university I went to, and that was back early 2019, or that was like the 2019 year, school year, 2019-2020 school semester. I would love to go to a fair again. Despite a lot of like the chunkiness with some of them, they're still fun. You know, there's still that part of me that just really enjoys that. And you know, there's, you know, so much that I miss. Uh, in that one. Or why are we not getting a dang out of that? Oh, that might be why. There we go. But yeah, no, like, there we go. Car, that's that car. Yeah, sometimes you find yourself missing some of the stuff from your childhood. And we never got to go to fairs much. Primarily because they were kind of always out of the way. And that would require... Oh. Caldera City Transportation Network offers exciting pressure washer opportunity at its emerging infrastructural subways facilities. The Ferris wheel may have surpassed my Helter Skelter as the tallest ride in Wingerloff Loof Carnival, but can it cycle through 12 customers a minute? Theoretically, yes, I suppose it could. I mean, yeah, I mean, 4 people to a car. 1, 2, 3, 4, what, 6? That's 24 people. So not only can it cycle through 24 through 12, it could theoretically cycle through double that. So maybe, just maybe, sir, you need to, calm down, mister. You were in competition with nobody but yourself from the looks of it. Um, get back up. Get back up there. Um, oh, I missed all that, it seems. Back up here. Yeah, like, there are parts of my childhood that I would love to do again, you know? I'd love to go to I'd love to go to the fair again. I'd love to, you know, pick up and do some of these things. But, you know, it's just a matter of opportunity more than anything. And at the moment, I don't have the opportunity. I missed my county fair, unfortunately. You know, maybe one year I'll get to go, because it's always kind of not something I can do. Primarily because, like, something will come up and it's just not on the books that year. And I'm not upset about it. Okay. We're actually almost at the point where I cut off, though. So it looks like we may end up finishing this at the end of the next video, which is fine. Move on to the next car, which is exceedingly filthy. I'll stop that right there. As long as I can get into it, that's all that really matters. Oh, clean this frame up before we do anything else. And, you know I've already asked the question for the day, but I am curious to, maybe I'll ask that in the next video. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I had a question in mind, but I have since forgotten it, so we will ask something else instead. No harm in that. Clean that. Ask the question, do you think flaky paint tastes like flaky salt? That's a goofy question, but, work with me here. Or does it taste like carcinogens? What would a carcinogen taste like, actually? There we go. That's one panel clean. And technically it's fair game because I am in the position of cleaning it while I'm working. Um, clean that up there. Clean some of that up. And while we're up here, we can clean this one. There we go. I'm gonna switch sides and we can clean that one as well. There we go. We're gonna have to clean the outside, of course. There. Clean up as far up there as we can. Cool. Up we go. There we go. It's all clean, so we can just move on to the next car. Okay, there we go. Underneath. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I have a better question. Or so the question I was gonna ask for the next video was actually, what is your favorite carnival or fair ride? This isn't, you know, like a twofer here. Just I know I I've got a few favorites, but like it's always really interesting to see what people say to that answer, how people answer that question. Like, how do you pick your favorite ride? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Up there like that. And we'll continue cleaning this. But yeah, like, what is your favorite ride? I know for me, like, tend to be a fan of the slower, lazier rides. Uh, like I like the Ferris wheel, sure, but I like stuff like the swings. Those are always nice. They're high up, so you get a good view of everything. They're not super fast. There aren't like a ton of drops, so they're actually pretty pleasant. Oh, oh well. Uh, I don't like that. Well, nice and pleasant, gentle ride, or when you don't want anything like super exciting. And realistically speaking, I don't mind something slow and boring. I like being able to see the fair. I am a people watcher at heart. There we go. Uh, Actually, that's what we're gonna call it. And as a reminder of the question of the day, what is your favorite cheat code? Um, are you a fan of the Konami code? Are you a fan of something else? Let me know. But that's what we're gonna call it. I have been dorking up. This has been PowerWash Simulator, and when we come back, we're going to continue cleaning the Ferris wheel. Looks like we don't have a ton left to do. Um, and we'll continue on from there. And if you enjoyed this video, or any of the videos in the series, or any of the videos I've ever done, consider leaving a like on this video and a subscribe to the channel, which helps metrics, pushes me out so other people get to see it as well as you. And consider hitting the notification bell so you know when I upload, even if it is really regular. I also have a coffee. You can find me at coffee.com/dorkanaut. That is ko-fi.com/dorkanaut if you are so inclined to leave a tip, but please do not feel obligated. But yeah, until the next one, come see me again sometime, won't you? Goodbye.